Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily Tesla and electric vehicle news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Wednesday, December 8th. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is talking with Tesla about concerns over video game availability while driving the cars. The new scrutiny comes as Tesla is expected to release more video games at the arcade platform. As a matter of fact, Tesla has a habit of releasing software updates with fun new features during the holidays. Perhaps in anticipation, the NHTSA wrote in an email, quote, "Distraction-affected crashes are a concern, particularly in vehicles equipped with an array of convenience technologies such as entertainment screens. We are aware of driver concerns and are discussing the feature with the manufacturer." Now, Tesla is under investigation for a number of things by the NHTSA. They're watching quite closely the autopilot and full self-driving programs. Several new features and changes coming to the Tesla Model 3 and Y have leaked through a test program in Europe. Tesla has submitted a new version of the vehicles for testing in European authorities, and documents have leaked from the Tesla forum. Among some of these small changes, Tesla is finally moving the Model 3 and Model Y's 12-volt battery to a lithium-ion chemistry. Tesla is adding acoustic glass to the rear window instead of only just the front, and it looks like the new AMD chip might be used for the infotainment center. This makes it much faster to operate, according to tests from China, although we're still not 100% sure on that one. Tesla is adding something called a super horn. It combines the horn, alarm, and external speaker. Let's hope that this feature doesn't get in the hands of teenagers. For the last 3 months, Tesla has maintained an impressive output of over 50,000 electric cars a month in China. Despite supply chain issues, Gigafactory Shanghai is achieving an annualized output of over 600,000 electric cars per year. Some analysts are noting that sales are down in China, but the delivery schedule that comes in waves greatly affects this single number. The real test of Tesla's demand in China is going to be when Gigafactory Berlin achieves volume production next year. At that point, the European market will rely less on imports coming out of the Shanghai plant. A giant Tesla Megapack project operated by NEON in Australia has finally been turned on after a setback last summer. NEON obtained a new contract to deploy a giant 300 megawatt or 450 megawatt hour battery system using Tesla Megapacks in Victoria. Shortly after the installation was completed last summer, one of the Megapacks caught on fire. The issue was traced back to an undetected coolant leak during the initial test after completing installation. But now NEON has officially turned it back on, and they have minimized the fire risk. The project is one of the world's biggest battery systems and one of the biggest Megapack deployments. It can finally start making some return on that investment. The Volkswagen Group has announced 3 separate yet simultaneous partnerships with companies specializing in battery development. The new partners are Umicore, 24M Technologies, and Vulcan Energy Resources Limited. During the company's Power Day presentation this past March, Volkswagen outlined its roadmap for developing and producing its own EV battery cells, but, like Tesla, they're also partnering with as many companies as possible to seize battery supply territory. Umicore will assist Volkswagen in its supply chain, Vulcan Energy will be providing Volkswagen with lithium hydroxide, and 24M Technologies boasts semi-solid lithium-ion technology. Can't wait to see how it pans out. The Biden administration announced an executive order focused on reestablishing the U.S. federal government as a leader in sustainability. According to the official release from the White House, Section 204 reads in part, quote, "Each agency's light-duty vehicle acquisitions shall be zero-emission vehicles by the end of fiscal year 2027. This applies to agencies with 20 vehicles or more, by the way. Given the new executive order from Biden, it begs the question of whether the United States Postal Service mail trucks would qualify as a light-duty fleet vehicle. There's certainly more than 20 of them. Back in February, Postmaster General DeJoy would only commit to 10% of the USPS mail truck going electric. And in a bit of EV history, the Postal Service has experimented with electric postal vehicles in the past. Back in the early 80s, they commissioned some from a commuter car, and there's still a few of these out in public hands, even today. Today's community comment comes from Paul Beaumont, who says, quote, I suspect by ending all subsidies would affect who gets elected. Perhaps then we would have a representative government, not a special interest government. Well, that's a dream, isn't it, Paul? A government created by the people, for the people, with equal representation to federal and local government? One funny note about EVs and the U.S. government that I'm sure some of you know, the federal tax credit on EVs that has existed for quite a long time was first started in Congress during the George W. Bush administration. It was H.R. 6049, Energy Improvement and Extension Act of 2008. So, if people want to give Obama credit for the actions of the judicial branch, then they ought to give George W. credit for the actions of the legislative branch. Seems fair. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. We also have an audio version on your favorite podcast player. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.